Faceless.
Artosis.
I just got a really cool tweet from the Perth Barcraft that we mentioned in the past.
Right.
And apparently someone from Norway is there because we mentioned it before. This is like turning to a sick, like underground, like railroad of nerds that like go to different bars around the world.
Alcoholic nerd.
Yeah,
railroad.
man. They're like, I want to watch the GSL today.
He's
so
like, listen, all I want to do is drink beer and watch video games, but I'm misunderstood. Like,
and actually, they are misunderstood, except by us, because we know you're awesome. Someone buy that Norwegian guy a drink.
what kind of drink should he get?
Not an Irish car bomb.
I was going to say Irish car bomb because you hate those things.
All right, let's take a look at these awesome stats here. Season 2 race rate advance. Round of 32, 15, 10, 7, and 7, 7, 2. And of course, all the Zergs are gone. None will be there. But we are going to add either a Terran or 2 Protosses, or a Terran, well, there's a Terran, there's Protoss too. But yeah, that's, notice how that just keeps on getting like, wow, a lot of Protosses percentage-wise actually went from round of 32 to round of 16.
Yeah, I think that was the big jump, is that, you know,
a lot of Terrans fell out of there. And it's just about the teams.
I think we're weeding out the Terrans. Now, the team distribution here is actually very interesting. You can see Startail here starts out with a lot.
Those are the two
when you compare
ones.
it to Team Liquid, all their guys are getting through.
Wait, wasn't Xenio in this season, Kodas? Am I crazy?
What? What do you mean?
Because I know here and Taja were, but Xenio was as well. Because remember I said that he advanced because I was really tired?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, unless I'm completely out of my mind. No, you know what, Tasis? You're saying I'm out of my mind. I think I'm right. I'm going to stick with that.
As far as the team goes, I think you're wrong.
But Xenio's on Team Liquid.
Oh my God.
Anyways, guys,
on OGS,
let me know on Twitter.
OGS, right?
No, he's not on OGS. He's on Team Liquid.
Did he advance through?
No, he didn't. He lost in the round 32, so it should have been a 3 and then a 2. And then a 2.
I think you're talking about the OGS stat.
As far as I know.
Well,
so, anyways,
map selected.
Atlantis spaceship. Well, the first loser in sets, I think, has been Zerg-a-lot, so that's why Atlantis spaceship is up there.
All right. PvP.
It's PvP time.
We're going to have more PvPs today than we've ever had PvPs before.
That could be the case. But you know what? It might not be the case, because I remember, like, in Season 1 or Season 2, we had a group with 4 Protoss.
Doesn't count. New year.
Oh, okay.
No, man.
More than ever before.
In the world.
And with, like, a little
in
asterisk.
any tournament ever. All right, PvP odds for Squirtle. Artosis, your predictions.
It's a hard one, man. Squirtle, he's unpredictable. He's very, very strong right now. Oz, historically, has been very strong PvP. Recently, I haven't liked him quite as much in PvP. Oh, God, I don't know. What's your prediction?
I think Oz? Squirtle's good, but I just have a hunch. Oz has done so well as of late.
Okay.
And I feel like the way Oz has been playing the game is pretty damn good, too. We're going to find out, though. The winner goes on to face Maru. The loser goes on to face MC in this round of GSL Codex.
Careful, don't drop too low. You'll leave the Cloud Kingdom. Oh God, I messed that up. It would have been fun.
All right, so I messed up the last intro joke. In the bottom left, we have our Protoss player, 1 of 2. He is FX Oz. Did you ever see the TV series Oz?
Yeah, actually, I watched like a season or so
I
of
saw
it.
2 seasons of that a long time ago.
It was pretty good.
I was watching it in high school because I think that's when it came out. My mom found out because that's got some pretty violent stuff in it. And she made me stop. Yeah, in the upper right, in the blue, we have our Pokemon Protoss going by the ID
StarCraft Squatter.
Because
I remember
when I was, my mom was like, "What is this show?" And I was like, "It's a drama about a bunch of guys in prison." And then I was like, my mom like watched 10 minutes of an episode. She just happened to walk in the room, and it was the scene where the guy bites the other guy's, you know what, off in the jail. And she's like, "Turn it off now." And I'm like, "Oh man." You ever been in a movie with your mom and like or like any family member that's like older?
Hold on, Taste.
Yeah, please.
We will go right back into that.
Oh no, he did a double gas steal. Now let's talk about this. Then we'll talk about
stole
awkward moments with mom.
both gases of his opponent here.
See, that's really going to control his tech, but that's a lot of minerals that he's spending on
he had to send that probe out so quickly, and he doesn't even have a gateway yet, but he's going to make a wall with it. So that's actually super interesting. What I don't know. I think some people have done this to me a couple times in the ladder, but I was like just really smart about it and like made 2 cannons and teched up normally, but something like that. But I don't know how this is actually going to go because I haven't really seen this perfected by anyone.
As you can see, it looks like Oz is going to wall in here, so he's probably going to tech up heavily to something.
Squirtle just tried to manor pylon, which you can do on this map against that position, and actually against the top position as well. It's very annoying.
We have not seen enough manor piloning.
It's hard to do in StarCraft II.
In this game, but there's going to be a point in time where it is going to come.
Yeah.
Right, so anyways, have you ever been in a theater or watched something with a family member and suddenly it's like, you're like in middle school and there's like full frontal nudity and it's totally weird?
Yes.
What happened to you? Oh wow, manor pylon set up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's really well done. So he's actually missing mining time.
So I want to kind of talk about this for a minute because a lot of our viewers have not seen this, but this is a cool strat. You build a pylon in the blocking off the 2 workers. So see those 2 patches? Probes have to go around to get that. Now a lot of people might say, well,
and it traps 2 of them too.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not being used. They have to attack. So some of you might be asking, well, that's 100 minerals. Is that really worth it? Yes, it absolutely is.
Yes, in every way it is. If you trap 2 probes in there, it's worth way more than that.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of interesting. Squirtle sent his first Zealot straight across the map, and Oz actually didn't make a Zealot, thinking that Squirtle would actually...
nice micro here.
Yeah, this is actually really good by both players. Does get it. All right, so he lost 2 probes there, so that Zealot was completely worth it for Squirtle. But he actually didn't make Zealot, thinking for sure that Squirtle would use all his Zealots to kill the gases quicker, because really gas tech is what's scary in this game, not Zealots.
Well, that was a pretty tough decision there for Squirtle, because let's say he sent the Zealot across the map, and the Protoss had completely walled himself in or something, or blocked. All right, so this is going to be one of those games where Squirtle is going to have to play kind of an improvised game. Now, note, he's only mining from one of his gases, Oz's.
Yeah, and, you know, I think that has a lot to do with the slowness of his tech. You know, he lost a lot of economy before, so what he's chosen to do here, this is some nice micro, but he's not going to really get all that much done. But basically, he just took that so that he couldn't be counter-gas stealed.
Right.
And that it makes sense because he spent so much economy going over there. He doesn't want to go only gas. He needs to get a lot of minerals as well.
I like what I'm seeing here from Squirtle. He's saying, well, oh my God, are you kidding me? What did the probe get dunked in butter and just slide through?
Yeah, he went to mine that mineral patch and got to dance right through. The Zealot almost got to kill him. Little mess up by Squirtle there. Could have probably taken one less hit.
I want to talk about what we're seeing here from Squirtle. He's saying, well, you put gateways at the entrance of your base, so if I get up there, I can actually hit your entrance. But as I say that, Oz spots Squirtle's probe.
And this pylon...
Warp gate's almost done, though.
Yeah, this is...
I think he's going to have to cancel the Nexus. I think there's no way in hell he can actually get that.
Squirtle's actually going to Nexus at the same time, but actually Squirtle's Warp Gate was a bit slower, so this actually he should be able to get that pylon down, I think. So Squirtle coming in now. He does have those additional Stalkers, but Warp Gate is done for Oz. He only has 2 gates, and he actually has 3 probes in his base that aren't mining right now, which is actually a big issue as well. Uh-oh, Squirtle actually doing a lot of damage here. With his Zealots coming up, this is a bad situation for Oz.
Oh my God, that micro was so good. This force field now actually working against that Zealot.
Oz with 2 more coming down, and he's in a lot of trouble. Squirtle's doing a great job here. Having that additional unit is so big.
Oh, he's backing up.
Well, I mean, this is the end of the rush, though, because he has no proxy pylons.
Nice, sending one Zealot in here to go for the probes now, too. One of the weirdest PvPs we've actually casted here.
Yeah, it's definitely a very weird one. All right, so I got to check some stats here. Let's see. 31 probes to 28 with Oz in the lead. 4 Stalkers for Oz, whereas 2 Stalkers, Sentry and Zealot, 4 Squirtle. Oz is producing Immortals, which are just amazing to go with the Nexus, whereas Squirtle already has his Robo, but is going up to Twilight. And it looks like aggression is pretty much over for a little bit. Neither player is going to really be able to attack each other. Oz can't really attack because he only has 2 gates, so he's going to be defensive with his Immortal. Squirtle can't really attack because Oz has that Immortal.
That was actually kind of funny. The Zelda almost slipped in there.
Doesn't want him to see what tech he's actually going for.
Well, it's so important in this matchup, especially.
Blink plus Observer on this map is really quite awesome.
Do you think Oz could potentially counterattack here? He does have the Immortal out.
Yeah, the Immortal's so slow, though, and against all the gateways of Squirtle, I would say that would be kind of foolhardy. He has nothing against Force Fields. Squirtle should be able to dictate the battle and crush an attack from Oz. But both of them kind of moving around through the middle. Going to kick out this Proxy Pylon.
All right.
Oz is going to have to walk home. There's just too many units out. And both players have Observers. It looks like Oz's Observer is going to get caught here, and that's actually really nice for Squirtle.
Oh, nice by Squirtle.
Squirtle is getting Blink. Oz is as well a little bit slower, and still, his 3rd gate is not even up, whereas Squirtle has just simply more gates up. You know, he didn't spend money on Immortals, and his economy's been pretty solid. So with 5 gates, he can actually start some serious aggression. Blink for Oz still a bit off. Is getting that
he's
second
going to be able
Immortal,
to blink
though.
into the main here.
Well,
and that is... the pylon was spotted, and he seems to know what's going on, but he doesn't... the Observer's vision is just out of range, so he's going to blink up there right now, but it looks like, nope, Oz walked away but came back.
He's got to be careful here. He blinks up, and Oz has those 2 Immortals. He's got to use the speed of these Stalkers.
He's got to attack the front. He can force field the ramp, though.
That is very true, Tasteless, and in fact, he probably should do so. But we're going to have Blink for Oz coming up relatively soon. I don't think he can actually save that Nexus. Good runaway here from Squirtle.
Coming down the ramp.
Oh,
nice force field. Now, he can blink down, but if he blinks down, he's going to deal with the Zealots down there as well.
Well, his blink isn't done quite yet. So.
Is there another sentry that he can force field with?
He does have another force field on that original sentry, so he's going to be fine. And as long as those Immortals aren't hitting, and he's letting them hit a little bit, but not too much. In fact, he has so many Stalkers right now.
He's letting a lot of Stalkers get hit by the Immortals.
Yeah,
he's going to be very
a little bit sloppy, but he has so many units that it may not actually end up mattering.
Okay, nice. Blinking up, he says, all right, let me just get rid of this Immortal, and GG.
Well done by Squirtle. Even though that really weird strat came out of Oz and threw Squirtle off his game a little bit, Squirtle countered very well. And just solid play.
Let me tell you something.
A little bit all over the place.
That's not a strategy Squirtle encounters all the time.
Probably not.
I mean, he's obviously seen it before, but people don't really take the other player's gases in PvP that much because you're spending so much money, not really on yourself, but on controlling their options.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wonder how often that's being done. I haven't been seeing it really. So, I mean, maybe it's brand new. Maybe we'll see more of it.
We saw it a lot more in StarCraft I, the gas steal, because you only had 1 gas. So you could actually take their tech entirely. And then and we saw it in a couple different matchups, actually, you get away with it, especially in Protoss vs. Terran in StarCraft I.
Yeah, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you just take their gas. It's cheap for the Protoss. Why not? Limits the Terran's options. But we don't see this much in StarCraft II. Maybe we'll see more of it as players figure out the game more. But right now, it just seems like, wow, that's just so much. So much minerals to prevent them from getting gas, while they can still spend their minerals elsewhere. I feel like if they took the gas and you already made a gateway, maybe you should just make a Nexus and kill the gases.
If you make the Nexus, Stalkers should be able to get you with Micro.
What if you went on Nexus Forge or something like that?
Well, the problem is if
you're spending the minerals, they're already that behind, and the gas would be kind of behind too if we're getting.
Well, the problem with
Stalkers
that is you can keep a probe alive in the main base, and maybe get a pylon up or something like that. You know, the Warp Prism, and I mean, even if you choose not Warp Prism, but even if you choose not to do that, you can do something like Tech Up the Warp Prism. I don't like that as much, but like if you go heavy Blink Obs against someone that's done that Forge Fast Expand, it can be very hard to hold.
Interesting to see these new strats here. It's PvP day here at GOMTV and the GSL Codas. We have Oz down 1 game, Squirtle deflecting. That unique strategy. Nice improvisational skills there. Let's see what happens now. Match number 2.